Hello, Herbert. Don't call me Bort, Erpaderp. My son's name is also Bort. I was in Test Alliance, please ignore, when I played Eve, and our ticker was Bort. I enjoyed that. Evening, fair Erps of Derps. Hello, Corvus, Trekan Belovich. I hope you are doing well. It's time for BT42 fun times. I assembled the other front doohickey steering mechanism. Just as easy as the first side, and now it's time to glue wheels together. So we're going to need polycap large. Look at those. I'd complain, but it wouldn't do any good. Yes, it seldom does. I made a complaint to my member for parliament yesterday, I think, and I expect nothing to come of it. Hello, Fat Cat Tubby Bottom, how you doing? Okay, I think we only need... Nope, we need the D sprue also, if we're to have drive sprockets. Also, we need, I think this one for the little angled bits, which I've skipped past, but I remembered, so it's okay. I'm doing all right. Is the butt of the BT42 done yet? Partially. The lower butt, where you've got these little hooky thingies. There's still more to go up here, though. More upper butt. And these are These are not the parts. They're on the B sprue. B for butts. That's the A sprue. This is the Q and D sprue. Q. This is the B sprue. It doesn't look like it's got the parts I want, though. There's no B27 or 28. It goes up to 21. So is this the B sprue? It also says, oh, it's been broken in the middle. Probably to make it fit in the box, I would suspect. I order OI from Tacom. Well, I hope it's awesome. Partly, but strange pics come to my mind. Ooh. Half butt, half not butt. Okay, so we're going to do these angled plates before anything else. Because why not? And they're probably difficult to confuse with each other, so I don't have to be careful. Being careful is for other people. That's not true at all. Okay. This probably wouldn't have made installing the steering gear all that difficult, but it would have been annoying enough. Actually, it probably would have been more than just a bit annoying. Not too difficult looking to get into place. I assume that's the right way up. And that's how you know that I'm a very smart person. Just assuming. Maybe we don't put the glue on first. Because that basically drops right into place. And the glue god says, "Stop, listen, stay a while, and you'll never leave again." The tank does not need to steer. Want to go to the left? Fire the gun to the right. The recoil will move the tank to the left. I don't know. It probably would work with the BT42. So you're a smart fella, not a fart smeller. No, not today. I don't feel very gassy today. I'm a fart smeller. That looks pretty good. I can see the glue is... leaking isn't the right word, but it's protruding through the top of the part after being put in the bottom part. Good old extra thin cement. I'm sure Herbert was a fart smeller before. We all were. It's an unfortunate part of existing amongst other humans and amongst yourself. I'm pretty lucky in that way to have a relatively poor sense of smell. Okay, we've got several road wheels. The first one is very obviously different, and the other two not as much. I'm going to ignore them for the time being and build the drive sprocket. Is it really a sprocket? In this case, it's not very toothy looking. These are the important questions to be asking. Probably don't need that. I'll put it back in the box. I did consider trying to find some 3D printed track links for this, but then I figured link and length is probably not going to be all that much effort, whereas individual links, 3D printed or not, probably just add a whole bunch of time. Poor sense of smell? Sniffing plastic glue will help. Ah! It smells acetone. Hi, my name's Acetone. Where's mine? There it is. Gotta have your knife ready. It's the law. This isn't epic enough. Why is it on the epic playlist? Also, I just realized I didn't switch it back to YouTube safe. So the YouTube VOD is probably going to be real annoying. More than it usually is, because even though I've got YouTube safe music from Pretzel, I still always have to erase or remove sections of the stream video on demand because of copyright. Probably not even genuine requests or whatever they call them. What? Tony? Careful, do that too much and you'll have to get someone to unlock a cabinet and show ID when you purchase glue. Probably. That won't be too far off. Pretty soon they're introducing a bill that under 16s are banned from social media in Australia. What that means is everybody else is going to have ID and identify to use social media, which I understand includes YouTube and online gaming. What a load of horse shit. Nobody else in the world does that except probably like China. Nobody else thinks it's a good idea. It makes me angry. Okay, that's obviously the outside. And there's a little pin to lock it all in place. And it's got a convenient holding handle. I think this is the only wheel that doesn't have a polycap in the center. No, the first road wheel also doesn't have a polycap. I'm difficult to amuse. No, you could find this on other countries fighting for freedom, like Free Russia. Yeah, the Russians would probably love that too. I don't know anybody, even parents, who think that's a good idea. It's not for the children, to keep children safe. Well, two wheels. Okay, a sprue, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a guy who buys me beer. Clearly I've misremembered that song. And there are 3 A20s. That's for each side, not in total. I don't suppose it really matters because I'm not going to join these two together, but one of these is different. Ostensibly. No, they're all labeled A22. I guess the difference is the hubcap. That's what makes it different. You misremembering a song? Budget Freddy wants you. Join the team. I could only be an asset on that team, probably. Okay, those are the fronts. And these are the butts. They do look very similar, so maybe I'll keep them apart. Keep them separated, as they say. And we'll get even more. Assuming I remember which ones are which. Okay, the front ones have a little hole for keying. It's a helpful identifier. Me, the man who drinks my beer. Far so long, long away for beer. So, I think I'll have some beer. Lots and lots of beer. Tea. I'd rather have some beer. Is that how it went? I haven't had beer for a long time. Am I mixing those up? No, I wouldn't do that. Hey, remnant of chaos. Evening, lads, lasses, and other fleshy beings. Fleshy. Budget Freddy has some great ideas for new songs like Fighting Hard for the Victory. You haven't beaten all the others. Only opponent was a bit better. That's the story. The song will be called We Are Second Placed. Man, what a talent Budget Freddy is. Look up Darby O'Gill, the beer medley on YouTube. I will forget. Post it in Discord. Now to eliminate nubbins. My number one enemy. And also mold lions, my also number one enemy. They're almost the same thing anyway. I got a burning hatred for nubbins and mold lions. Gog. Gah. That looks really neat. Ha 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 ha. I'm just looking at the weather thing in the corner of my monitor. So I'm curious what the temperature is. And all I get is like a water drop icon and very ... Real fucking helpful, Windows. And a song about the dumbest burglar in the world. It will be called I Want to Break In. And it's about him breaking into a prison. What a good, smart fellow. I wish him all the luck in his endeavors. Maybe I should play The Sims again sometime. Good old Budget Freddy. There's barely any mold line on these tires. That's pretty good. I'm not disappointed by that. Quite sure it means a very good time to take a shower. Ah, yes. All the nubbins. Why are there so many nubbins? I'm only halfway through the cleaning up. So much work before we can get to the sick, filthy polycap action. If I'd done a better job clipping the nubbins off of these, or removing them from the sprue rather, this would have been way easier. I prefer it when things are way easier. You know what Winston Churchill said? When you cleaned up cleaned up half of the nubbins on the road wheels of the BT42 by Tamiya, clean up the other half, you lazy shit. He did say that. He did say that. I know, I heard him. I was there. At least there aren't really that many wheels. It's not a real complaint. Only 2 more after this one. Then I can go home. You're already home, Herbert. Oh, fuck. Dang it. If you don't want to clean up so much wheels, you could build a model of a unicycle. I should build a model of a unicycle. Do they make kits of that? Surely there's like a resin one, but I want like a plastic kit. That'd be fun. And something different. Bring forth the glue god. Wait a second. These need ye old polycaps. Probably going to use all of them, so I might as well tip the whole bag out and not have them roll away. You ready for some sick polycap insertion? Whoa. Whoa. What a mess.
That's what she said.
It sure is. To be sure I put enough glue in there, let's just add another drizzle. One side has some slight keying for the outer hub, which I have not prepared. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Whoa. Disgusting. The trouble is there isn't much space. Well, there's more space on this half for glue. The trick is not to put your finger right in it. Four wheels. Ah. And space out the polycap filth by putting these ones together. Both of those. Ooh, I just couldn't be bothered moving the camera. And this goes together basically the same way. Except it has more polycap filth. Right in the center there. Doesn't seem to want to sit flat unless you boop it a couple of times. Really good. I wonder how many polycaps we'll have left and where they'll be needed. Those are the same part. You can tell because they don't look different. Make sure there's plenty of glue. Everybody loves plenty of glue. Maybe you have seen that I build a BM21 ricket launcher. It launches rickets on the Ural 375 truck. Building is a strong word. It was a resin truck and the main resin part of the launcher and two small metal parts. First, I wanted to make the launcher movable, but when I put the magnets in place, there was a gap between the launcher and the truck chassis. So I said to myself, I'm not quite sure, but maybe it's a good idea that the magnets go fuck themselves. Turned out it was a good idea. Sometimes that is a good idea. I received magnets the other day in the mail. Some 300 of them. They're 5 by 3 millimeters. They seem magnetic enough. I plan to use them for evil. My evil coal loads for my model railway. Very wicked. Plenty of glue is most loved in a small Italian town named Gluia. Mamma mia, it's Gluia. My hometown. I'd go to whatever tourist attractions they've got in Gluia. The town name is misleading. It's all pasta related. They don't even know what glue is. Okay, that's 2 polycaps left over, presumably for the gun. You fucking dog. That went right to my leg. So the carpet monster did not feed on polycap today yet. He may still, but I will work tirelessly. Well, I'll try to avoid it. Okay. MK. We need the hubs for road wheels and the idler, and we'll find those on a sprue. Also the doohickeys for the front road wheel. Probably worth getting those at the same time. Didn't lose it. Because everything in Italy is made from pasta, just like everything in Germany is made of sauerkraut. It's true. It's just how the world works. Everybody knows it. I'm looking at the wrong sprue, aren't I? This is the A sprue, not the Q sprue. Would have sworn I had the Q sprue out, though. I might as well get the other front doohickey. Hey, Deathlight Coast, how you doing? Those are good. We need the B sprue because there's a bit for the that's not the B sprue, is it? There's a bit around the final drive casing. These are Q sprues. Q8 is for these. Three and 4 are quite different looking. So, surely I can't mix them up. It doesn't matter which wheel they go on. I mean, it does. They shouldn't go on the drive sprocket, but it doesn't matter that much. That's why they call you No Mix-Uppins Herbert. They do. It's so foreign a concept that I would make any kind of mistake that they give me nicknames about it. I definitely do not have a button to press when I make a mistake with a counter that's probably close to 100 by now, if not past. Just got to make sure there are no nubbins. This is a no nubbin zone. Wish I could make an emote to that effect. How do you depict a no nubbin zone? What does a nubbin look like? You could put a cross around it. But a nubbin just looks like a little lump. Can't even find the nubbin on this piece. Must have done a very good job. Or I'm blind in my older age. And two more. No nubbin there. There we go. Good. Any painting going on in Herbert's fault? Flat? House? Not much. I've been meaning to prime the Fallout things for my model railway and that one model railway wagon, but I haven't done so yet. It's been damp. I don't want to go out because the primer I've been using is really, really stinky. And even with the vent thingy that I have, it still sets the fire alarm off. And I don't like that. It's noisy and scary. Okay, do these. I'm going to assume this goes on into the thicker recess and does not have keying. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. Who did that? And this is how we put the glue in. You ready? Get capillary actions, nerd. And it doesn't, the nubbin, the stick, the axle doesn't stick out far enough to then push that back up and out. Okay, the keying. And these is a little tab on the inside. Rewatched the painting video you made about the 28mm Bren carriers you made 8 years ago. Man, that's a long time. Shows of all the techniques one needs for painting wargaming vehicles. One of my all-time favor of Herbert. Good. Good. I plan on painting the Tamiya Hetzer, which I didn't put the build video out for because I forgot to video it on the Spinny Boy before I primed it, and it doesn't show up very well when it's in solid black primer. So I just decided I'll leave the build video until I finish the painting video and do like a cliffhanger. Oh boy, what's going to happen next week or fortnight or whatever. Looks quite wheel. Something black is coming. Uh-oh. Look out, the black Hetzer is on the prowl. It's like the plague, except it doesn't cause that many deaths. Just Hetzers a little bit. Do the other one, which is a sort of flattened dome. Very slightly different. Probably for a good, strong Soviet reason. Or it's a Bat Hetzer, used by Bat Hetzery Man. He's a good man, Bat Hetzery Man. I have a Flames of War BT42. Between us, we own about 10% of the BT42s the Finns made. Actually, I have another kit. It doesn't look very good, though. It's, I think 72nd scale. I can't remember who makes it, but it's covered in flash. So the potential of me wanting to build it is quite low. So we own more of a percentage. I can't do the math because I'm stupid. Do appreciate the keying on those. It just plops right into place. Keep going to grab the wrong wheels. Now you've put the idea of a bat headset in my head, Trekan, and I think that's very funny. People would get really mad about that. Done! All the wheels are done. Nothing else needs to be attached anywhere for wheels. They can all just sit like that in a pile, barely in frame. Ooh, B-roll of wheels. Okay, just need the B-sprue, again, wherever that is. Which half of the B-sprue? This half. With these doovers. I don't suppose you really need to put any wheels on. This on before the wheels. It looks pretty clear of them. Why does that feel loose? Maybe I'm imagining things. Death to Nobbins. Death to Nobbins. I have 2 super heavy tanks, mouse, so I have all the Germans ever made. And I have multiple. So we own like at least 200% of what the Germans made. That's how it works. I don't know how many mouses I have. The movie would be over in 5 minutes. The Joker is doing evil things. Bat-Hetzery Man arrives on his Bat-Hetzer and blows the Joker into 1,000 pieces. Next, Bat-Hetzery Man looks in the camera, raises an eyebrow and says, "Get hetzed, idiot." I'd watch that. That's like a 5-minute movie. Perfect. Perfect for today's short attention span. Hello, Herbert. The tank builder constructing an army to invade the carpet monster's domain, Erpaderp. Don't tell them! If you tell them, they'll know. Now I have to figure out which way these go. Surely like that. Why is there an opening in the bottom? It's probably not enough glue. More glue. Get held in place, idiot. That adds more to the tank's butt. I'm assuming that has a gap there, so that arm can move. On the real thing, not this one. It's all bonded into place and shall never move again. Ever. Okay, we can just... There's no glue possibility there. That just goes into place because polycaps are pre-installed. And then for some reason we have... Hang on. The domed one goes... Domed ones. The picture isn't good enough for me to tell. Unless I look close. Okay, I was lying. The movie runs 90 minutes. The next 85 minutes are... You see Bat Hetzery Man sitting on his couch lamenting. This is so lame. Oh, he's bored. He needs to find more villains. But they won't give him more villains until the next movie. Now, the way to tell the flattened dome from the picture isn't by the shape of the dome. It's by the number of bolts around the nub, around the hub. The flattened dome has 3. The rest seem to have 5 or 6. And that means the flattened dome goes towards the drive sprocket, as probably everybody except Herbert knows. I really don't know why they would give you polycaps for these. Not that it's a bad thing. They do hold the wheels in place. Maybe it's so you can push it around like that. But then you get to the front wheel and it's glued solid. Or will be glued solid. Or maybe you don't have to. There was a polycap in there. Actually, is that where the polycap went? But it should be in place with the... Let's push the little... Yeah, it should be with the little flappy doover in a specific place. Like that. That's what it seems to want. I'll glue that on, but I'm content enough to leave the rest of the wheels free moving. There may be a reason for it. Whether or not it's a good reason, I couldn't tell you. And for my next trick, idler wheels. Oh, what a trick, Herbert! These had the polycap in them too. Look at that. Basically a nice model of a BT7 hull. It is missing some bits, but it's a BT7 hull. Perfect for sick jumps. And at this stage, it's probably even better for sick jumps, if you imagine there's an engine in there, without all the weight of an upper hull or turret. The next step is tracks. And then the step after that is photo etch. Apparently there's a jig included for the bending. Gotta be honest, I don't feel like doing either of those. I was only going to do a short stream today anyway because it's Desert Bus time. And I like Desert Bus. I've been working on the photo etch parts of the Mini Art T3485 and a jig. Great. Dance, Herbert, dance. I'm not a monkey here to dance for your entertainment. You don't want to see that. I'm halfway through getting the straps onto these ice cleats. And you know what? It's been real fucking annoying. And I got the tiny little latches on this box. And you know what? It was really fucking annoying. And I don't know why there aren't latches on this box also, but I'm glad they're not there. I've printed most of the track links I need for it. And it probably still won't appear in video form soon. But eventually it will. That's what I've been doing. That's what I did yesterday. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow night to continue working on the Noiby Floyby Woibler. And I don't know, maybe sometime through the week after that, I'm going to raid Desert Bus. Because, of course I'm going to raid Desert Bus. If you have any spare money, donate for one of their giveaways or something. You could win a fabulous prize while helping the children. I'm trying to type. Desert Bus for hope. No Whippy Dippy. Yes, Whippy Dippy. We want Whippy Dippy. I'm gonna click the button that says start raid. I'll be back tomorrow night. Take care of yourselves. Have some candy or something. You've been good. You deserve it. Farewell. I can't click the button yet. Toodaloo.